Alright, that's a little grill I built on the cheap. They sell for like $1,900 with the LED light bars. I was able to do that a whole lot cheaper. I've got a 42-inch light bar in there. It's hidden, well, to a degree it's hidden. You don't have it sticking out. It's curved, matches the contours of the grill. It's not one of those you cut out and then put the inserts in. It's a complete replacement grill. And then but that's not what we're talking about right now. Kind of pointless to upgrade your stereo without upgrading your speakers. I'm gonna go up here. Mine has 3.5 speakers on both corners. I don't have a center speaker, which is actually good because I was able to use that for my GPS mount. But to get to these speakers, I use my handy dandy Harbor Freight tool here. Pop that out, and then I've already installed some little kicker 3.5s. You just take those two bolts out. They're 7mm. You back those out. You don't have a whole lot of room to work with, but I just used a little 1/4-inch drive ratchet. Took those out. Again, I got my speakers from Crutchfield, and they included wiring harnesses, so it's just plug and play. You plug them into the speaker, you plug them into the factory harness, and you're good to go. The driver's side was a little more challenging, but it's more because of what I had in the way versus location, I guess. On the driver's side, I have the Edge Juice with Attitude CTS, and it comes with the, well, I had the pod cable thing on there, so I actually had to take that out and able to get access to that. So but once you take that one screw out, pop that pod off, same thing. Use your trim tool, pop that out, 2 bolts, 7mm, unplug old, plug in new, enjoy better speakers. Still working on my audio upgrades. I'm going to talk about some speaker upgrades. I just went with the factory 6x9s down here, or factory size 6x9s. They're the kickers in the doors. For removal, you pop your trim panel off here, your 5, I guess, screw bolts. You got to go in here, pull that out. We'll pull that back. There's a Phillips head screw in there. You take that out. You pop this trim panel, or the handle panel out, and just lift straight up. Comes right out. You'll have the wiring for your window here. You can disconnect that, and then installation simple. There's 4 screws. Take those 4 screws out. Take the factory speakers out, and I got my stuff from Crutchfield, and they actually had the plug and play wiring harness, so you don't have to splice any wires. Plug it right in, put everything back together, just like you took it off, and you got some factory sized 6x9 upgraded speakers in the back. For the front, a little bit more involved because I went with the components, with the kicker component speakers. It's got a crossover. All right, now the front doors, you've got several options. It's a factory, you come with a 6x9 speaker, and of course there's a lot of good quality 6x9s out there you could put in direct replacement. I opted for I think I went with a 6.5 kicker component system, so I went ahead and mounted the tweeter in the door, the upper door, and then the 6.5 down here. And I'll show you how, or what I did anyway to get to it. First, yeah, this just pops right off. And then I surface mounted them. I believe you could probably you drill a bigger hole and sink them in a little bit. You've got, you know, some room back there, but I went ahead and just surface mounted them. Looks good. I don't have big holes in anything. If I ever did decide to take them out, you know, I could literally just go with a little trim plug and cover that hole back up. But I'm going to pop this door panel off real quick and show you what I did for the inside. And same, these doors are really pretty simple to get off. There's a screw right there, a Phillips head you take out. You pop that door handle cover off, and then you have your little trim screws all the way around that you take out and just lift it up to get access. Alright, so there's your door panel taken off. Like I said, it's pretty easy. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little trim screws right there that you get out with your handy dandy Harbor Freight trim tool. So the I said factory, they come with a 6x9. Replace it with the 6.5 components. So once again, the Crutchfield, they give you the mounting plates, and they also give you the wiring harness. Now the wiring harness is a little different on this because you have your built-in crossovers. So what I ended up doing is I just took the wires and soldered them up. You always want to do good solder connections. If you're going to spend the time to do it, you may as well do it right instead of those butt connectors and, you know, the different stuff that's out there. So just do it right, solder your connections, and just surface mounted with some 3M double-sided tape the crossover speakers, and then your 6.5. So that all goes in there, and just run your wires up to your tweeter. So you have your high range and your mid range, and like I said, everything plugs in. Generous application of zip ties, and then your reassembly is just as simple. You pop it back on. You have to make sure you plug that in. You'll figure out pretty quick if you forgot, but plug that back in, put everything back together, and enjoy better speakers.